Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for tuning in. And if this is your first time, you're welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you can join the family. In my previous video on how to make a hair padding, someone requested that I make a round padding as this, and I've decided to, oblige and make the video. If you've not seen the video where I made this padding, please go watch. I'll probably leave the link below, so go watch. And in this video, we're going to be making use of our regular donut bun, like I said, like I used in the previous video. But in this video, I'm going to be using attachments in place of kinky hair, just to show you that you can use anything to fill your padding. It does not matter what you put inside. The quantity of the air in your padding determines how big your padding is. So here is my bun. I'd already cut it out. Now bear in mind that the size of your bun does not matter so far it covers the padding and the size you want to use. Just make sure that you trim out the edges, make sure that it is neatly trimmed so that it will do not give you issues when you are trying to tack it. I hope that makes sense. So the size is dependent on you. You are the one that know the size of what you want to do. So you cut according to the size of what you want and according to the size that will cover the hair you want to use to fill your padding. So I after trimming the edges, I just wrap my attachments. Now I like, because my attachment is long, I wrap it in a way that everything will fit into my padding. Like I used to say, you can use rough hair, you can use a new hair, you can use but I'm always an advocate of using rough hair instead of throwing rough hair. You can always make them useful again. So I wrap the attachment in this format, and after wrapping it, I just placed it in. As simple as that. I just wrap it in a way that it will fit into my bun, and it's as simple as that. Now if it is a kinky hair, you just have to, like, you know open it, pull it so that it would look fluffy, and you just place it just the way I'm doing. You make it fluffy and you put it in, you arrange it inside your bun before you start wrapping, just to make it even so that one side does not look bigger than the other. Now look at it. For example, after um making it fluff, you just place it in like this. It is as simple as that. No extra anything, just arrange it inside it such that one side does not look like a rock while the other side is just flat. And I hope that makes sense. Then you start folding. Now when folding in, you don't want to fold straight. You pleat it on each other so that the ends that are loose will not be coming out after you are tagging, like after you have tagged, or I don't know how to explain it. Okay, see the way I'm folding it now. I'm not just putting it like this because these other unfolded parts will be coming out. Now you have to pleat the bun such that you secure the loose ends inside it. You pleat it and you secure. You pleat and secure. Don't go this way, but pleat and secure such that the ends does not lose. It does not keep coming out like this. I hope you get that explanation. So you fold it in like this and you start to tack. Now when you start tacking, you tack the pleats down. You don't just tack straight, you tack on the pleats. You make sure that you are securing each pleat such that it does not, even without me tacking, see, it is already formed like that. It is as simple as that. Now because I don't want to use the kinky hair, I want to use the attachment. Like I said, you fold it and you put it inside your bun. I didn't even use the whole of the attachment. After putting it, we do the same thing. We fold and we pleat. Even without me tacking it, you will see that it's already forming. If you look at it very well, it's already forming like this. So you just keep folding. You pleat and secure, pleat and secure, pleat and secure, till you cover the whole air that you use to fill your padding. Now, the size of your padding is dependent on the size of the hair you are using to fill it. I always say this. If you want your padding to be very big, you use a lot of hair. If you want it to be very small, you use a smaller quantity of hair, depending on what you want to achieve. Then you start to sew. Now, when you are sewing, like I said earlier, you sew in a way that you are securing the pleats. You are sewing down the pleat such that it does not loose at the end of the day. You sew one end of the pleat to the other so that it does not lose as you sew on. And as you sew, if you feel like there is, those loose parts, those loose ends that we trimmed off earlier, if they are showing, you put it inside before you sew, such that it does not show, and it's going to, that way you'll be able to secure it. Like this, now you put it in, you tuck it in, then you sew. That way you secured it and it will not come out again. The essence of pleating is so that the loose ends does not come out later on after sewing, or probably when you are working. Do you understand? So just like that, and you keep sewing and sewing and sewing till you are done sewing. You make sure that you sew in a way that it is not too far from each other. It is close enough to secure your pleat. And after doing that, I love to use running stitches actually, because it is easier for me. Because once my stitches are running over each other, it's secured better. And now the remaining parts, after sewing round, I just tuck it in. Then I went on with my needle and thread again to secure that part. It is as simple as that. And after all of this, your bun is ready. There is no magic to it. There is no extra thing to do to it. Just make sure that you are sewing. Another reason why I like to use running stitches is because even if my thread is short, it would have at least secured my sewing to an extent without losing after cutting my thread. So you can try that out as well. But whichever method of sewing works for you is fine. You don't necessarily have to use the same method as mine. And look at how my tacking is. It is so neat, so neat. And you can see the loose ends are not showing. Then you just use your hand to fold it. You mold it into what you want, like the shape you want it to look like. Here is the previous one. Look at the compare it to each other. You can use to achieve different things. So thank you so much for watching. I hope I did justice to this, to those asking. I hope I did justice. And let me give you an hint. You can also fold it into half, in case you have an impromptu job and you have this in place of the oval shape padding. You can always fold it into two and tack like this, and you have an oval shape padding. It is simple. You don't have to fret when you have simple or tiny issues like this. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. See you in my next video.